Now, let's have a bit of light-hearted material. Makeup for men is said to be the next big global trend, says the Mecca founder. Mecca is this Australian cosmetic retailing giant, and Joe Horgan has said that this is the next big thing. They employ more than 3,000 people, and they look that there are going to be thousands of products coming online for men. We went out and about in Dungarvan this morning to ask people what they thought about men wearing makeup. So, Patricia Kiley, how are you, Patricia?
I'm good.
What part of town are you from?
Oh, I'm not from the town at all. I'm a culture.
Whereabouts?
On Shanafobble, Old Parish.
Oh, lovely, very good.
Podgrini Kyla, Sanamtum.
We're doing a little piece. We're in the pharmacy here this morning. We're doing a little piece, believe it or not, on men's makeup. Do you think men would wear makeup? It's supposed to be the next big trend.
Well, maybe they need to, but I wouldn't like it myself on a man.
This man here is standing beside us. Do you think he might look good with a bit of makeup now on his face?
No, he's perfect the way he is.
It's bizarre. They're talking about this seriously as the next big thing.
Oh, I believe it. I can see it. You can see it already. I've seen it on television. You definitely see guys with things done to the eyebrows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Not a thing I like, though.
What do you think yourself? Would you wear a bit of makeup?
I wouldn't be into it now. Not my kind of style, but I see most people there now who would be into it, but no, not really. Wouldn't be my ideal now.
What's your own name?
Lewis is my own name.
Yeah, they're talking about men getting their eyebrows done and all that sort of stuff.
I can see all getting big soon, I swear. You wouldn't even know if I'm a boy or from a girl these days.
Here, lads, come here for a second.
Yeah.
We're doing a little bit about men's makeup for WLR. Would you get your eyebrows done or anything like that?
No, thanks, no. I'll stay a fella for another while in here.
So anyway,
it's all around no there.
In on Shanafobble, you think there'd be a few lads might try it now?
Very unlikely, hearing.
And what about girls? I wonder would they encourage their husbands or their boyfriends for a bit of makeup?
Well, the people that are in my circles generally wouldn't, but I suppose there are all sorts, Good look.
Each to their own.
Each to their own, exactly. Sure, if it'll make a few bucks or somebody somewhere along the line, what harm is that?
And how's everybody in on Shanafobble? All well?
Great. We're delighted for ourselves because we got Seamus O'Donnell elected to the council. Downering.
Going to Garfod.
So, yeah.
Gurmagad.
I'll fall through it.
Now, a few people have been ringing in to show to say they'll be very careful in the city down the Infirmary Road and the junction to John Street and the Manor. There has been an oil spill there. So if you're driving around that area, be very, very careful. At the junction of John Street and the Manor, there has been an oil spill there. Now, Greta Rochford, beauty therapist with Mulligan's Pharmacy. Good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Very good, thanks. How are you?
Fabulous.
Tell us, what position do you hold within the pharmacy cosmetic sector?
Well, I've worked for Mulligan's Pharmacy for the last 17 years as a cosmetic consultant.
17 years?
Yeah, so 17 years of training. So we've kind of, I've seen every kind of element of the whole cosmetic industry over the last 17 years. What's hot and what's not for the last 17 years. So
Lismore Park originally, now out in Tramore?
Yes, out in the sunny southeast. I love it out there.
Tell us about the family.
Nice. Well, I have one little daughter, Faye, and then my husband is Stephen Mackey, and he's a lecturer out in the college.
Would Stephen ever wear makeup?
Stephen has a beard, so
I'm growing a little beard at the minute now.
He would be kind of limited, so he would be more. You'd be grooming your beard, and maybe you could wear a little bit of concealer.
Okay.
So it would be more hidden makeup, and also what men are doing now a lot is grooming their brows.
You're not serious?
Yeah, so their brows would be totally groomed, they'd be trimmed, and a lot of gentlemen would be tinting their lashes as well.
No.
Yeah, but you see, you wouldn't. That's something that's really just going to open up the eye, but you're not going to notice it really.
Now, if you went in and get your hair, and I'm follically challenged, very little hair on the head, at the top of the head, so I go into the barber and he or she might say, do you want your eyebrows? And they'd run the razor just gently across it, but I wouldn't consider that work. It's just literally, if there's a big old dirty...
Yeah, that's just maintenance. But what your younger men would be definitely doing now, your 18 to 30s, would be going into a brow technician. So they have no problem with going to a salon. and they're getting their eyebrows waxed and they're getting them tweezed. And then sometimes they may be getting them tinted, all depending on how high or how low the maintenance is for the gentleman. But they have absolutely no problem with going into a salon to get that done now.
That's amazing, isn't it?
It's just really, I think it's with the introduction of social media and filters that when they use the filters, you see this idea of perfection. And then when you take a normal picture, it's not the same. So they're trying to achieve this look with that. And it's very easy to do. Like with a gentleman, what you're doing is just, you probably have 5 basic products, which would be your foundation, which is just, if it's the exact same colour as the skin, you're not going to notice.
We're talking about makeup for men now, and men wearing makeup, right?
Yeah,
When I was in a previous life, the odd time I'd have to put a bit, because I'm quite pale, I'd put a bit of makeup on. But I used to go in on my own. Somebody said to me once when I was working on Ear to the Ground, get a bit of foundation, put that on, and a bit of blusher, you're grand, do it yourself. And the lads would be slagging me. I'd be going into Debenhams or wherever, into Mulligan's, and saying, and you'd be looking at the mousses or whatever.
Yeah.
And the woman would say, who's this for? I'd say, it's for myself. And you get a kind of a, oh my God.
Yeah. That reaction really wouldn't be there anymore. Like, I really, like, even up to about 6-7 years, it started with men when they started to buy fake tan for the face. Little things like that. Slowly but surely then it's graduated. And now your younger man really doesn't have a problem with asking for anything. A gentleman over 40 might be a little bit more. We would have them come in where they may suffer from rosacea, where the skin would be quite red and inflamed, and where we could give them a medicated product which has a little bit of a tint, and that will help soothe their skin, but it'll also cover the redness, which they can feel really uncomfortable about. But that's what you would be probably dealing with an older person. But your younger man, it's cosmetic peels.
Are you saying men are going in?
Absolutely. Microdermabrasion products, pore products. Microdermabrasion, which would be a peel which you can buy now in store, which will take away a layer of dead skin. It's really just all milk and fruit acids. Very naturally doing it, but you can achieve such a flawless skin from it. So then when they do that, and then they can do little things like, what they also buy is clear mascara. So the clear mascara you don't see, but it will elongate the lashes and it will groom the brows. You won't see it, but it's doing the job, you know. So.
And these are regular customers?
Oh, you would, definitely. You'd have a lot of regular customers coming in for. We also have another product, Vichy Derma Blend, which is very popular, and a lot of men are using that because it's quite matte, so you don't see it.
It must still be a small percentage, though. Like, are we talking 9-1 in terms of women to men, or
definitely
it's still very small?
And it would be a very small amount of products.
Yes.
So it's not like, you're not talking about eyeshadow. Maybe in Korea and in places like that, but in here it would be like a concealer or a highlighter to get rid of dark circles, or it would be maybe just a brow definer, things like that, you know, and a bronzer as well.
This lady, Jo Horgan, founder of the Australian cosmetics retailing giant Mecca, like, she says that makeup for men is going to be the next big trend. That's hard to believe. Yeah, I read that article and I don't think that you're going to see eyeshadows, and I don't think you're going to see that, but I do think you're going to see your base products, your perfecting products, which you're not really going to see. Like, if you walked in and you had a foundation on that was the exact same colour as your skin tone, you're not going to see it, but you're not going to see a blemish on your skin either. Like, we're not going to go down the road of the cure, are we? Cure heads. No, I don't think you're going to see that. What I think you're going to see is your bronzer, you're going to see your foundation and your concealer. They will be your kind of main core products that I think will be very popular for men. David Beckham, former footballer, he was pictured on the cover of a magazine sporting teal eyeshadow. Mm-hmm. What's teal eyeshadow? Teal is just a type of green. So David Beckham can get away with, like, he also wore a skirt. I think it's really just trying to sell papers to do something like that. I couldn't see that, but I could see a man putting maybe a very light highlighter on his lid. You know, something like that might sell. I can't see teal eyeshadow selling for gentlemen. From a cosmetics point of view, if the cosmetics industry is able to create a market for the 50% of the population that's not using cosmetics, there's an awful lot of money in this. Absolutely. And so has this been driven maybe by the cosmetics industry?
Oh, it is. And like, if you said 20 years ago, like I'm working with Mulligan 17 years ago, and there would have been maybe 2 to 3 skincare products for men. Now, every line, so you would have Vichy, La Roche-Posay, they all do men's products, a range. It's not just a moisturiser, it's a scrub, it's a pore product, it's masks.
God, I'll have to.
Exactly, it has moved on for that. So if you think of how that has, over the last 17, escalated, the next step is makeup, and the 18 to 30-year-olds who are coming in now are hugely aware of their appearance.
And is men's skin different from women's skin?
Yeah, men do a lot more to their skin. They're shaving all the time, which is aggravating the skin. That's abrasion all the time. So the skin would be quite sore and it can get quite red.
But in terms of the cheekbones and the forehead, you're not touching that, so it should be the same, or is it just the case they mightn't have looked after?
Men's skin is thicker.
Thicker?
It's thicker, yeah.
Men are thicker as well.
Yeah, they have a much thicker skin and a much more porous skin, so their pores are much more open on their skin.
That's scientifically proven?
Yeah, it's much more open on their skin. So that's why pore products are huge for men, because blackheads is an issue with gentlemen.
Oh,
and things
I know.
like this.
I used to get the old blackheads.
Yeah, so like things like that, and that's where you can get foundations, which are pore products as well. So they're going to bring down that redness caused by shaving. It's going to just really even out the whole skin tone. It's going to look very flawless. So I can understand how it's going to work for men, and especially the younger men who really don't have a problem.
So the days of Biactol and squeezing blackheads, they're gone.
Those days are gone, really. The days of just having a post-shave cream, something to put on after you shave. Men are using eye gels now. They're
not
using
with it at all.
Abdomen sculpting gels.
Abdomen sculpting gels. You rub this gel on your tummy.
Yeah, and it would increase blood flow around the area. Yeah, there's a huge amount of products.
And what if you have a beer belly that has developed over 20 years? It's not really going to work. A bit of gel's not going to work.
No, but it'll make you feel like it's working.
And do you find, are the young men going in with girlfriends? Are they going in on their own?
Oh, they don't have a problem with going in on their own. They really don't. The younger man is much more confident, in my opinion. They really don't have a problem with asking for anything, even to come in and look for products for their girlfriends. They don't mind. The day of a gentleman just looking for maybe a basic moisturiser and aftershave, which it would have been 15 years ago, is gone. There's an awful lot of beard products, hair products, brow products that gentlemen have no problem with.
So what would you recommend for me?
For yourself, well, your skin is lovely and dewy, actually, is it? But I would say...
Dewy.
But a nice concealer would be lovely. A nice moisturiser, which is just going to hydrate the skin. Because also, for anti-aging, you need to hydrate your skin. And like most moisturisers now have high hyaluronic acid, which is really just going to put water back into the skin and make the skin feel good. And then just maybe a concealer for underneath the eye. Just brighten, make those eyes pop out of your head.
I have the face like a back of a bus, don't I?
You don't.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.